What's up YouTube? Alex here, back for a different kind of content video here for us, kind of going over something I've never really shown, my sim racing rig. I've had it for a little while now, haven't really shown anything on it, mostly because I kind of suck at sim racing, but I enjoy doing it, so I kind of do it when I'm not making any other content for anything else or playing Tarkov with the boys. Just kind of wanted to show you guys kind of where I'm at, what I've done with it, kind of things that are changing here soon. I've got some new stuff coming in that I'm kind of excited for, so kind of wanted to get into making some of the sim racing content here, so you guys can see what I did, where I've spent some money, where I've wasted some money, and stuff like that, with the rig here. Start off with probably the single most expensive thing, which is the rig here. It is the Sim-Lab's P1X PRO TK edition, I believe is what it is. That's why it's got all the orange accents on it. Got it from Micro Center locally here. Reason for that is I wanted a aluminum profile rig, something that I could constantly upgrade without having to change the rig there, and stuff like that. And it's recently gone over some changes as I've added stuff when I found out I could use an old tablet as like an extra screen and a button box just via, I've got it plugged in USB-C, but it's wireless to the computer there, which is super nice. Obviously Fanatec is where I'm at right now. Started off with their ready to race bundle a while ago before all the price increases. So I got the 5 Newton meter base, the WRC wheel, or WRC, something like that, whatever it is. It's right in the middle there, I should read. And so I have the Fanatec pedals that came with the ready to race bundle. Came with the 2 pedals, added the load cell brake there. Recently they had a bunch of stuff on sale, which is when I upgraded to the aluminum pedal faces, which are a little nicer feeling. Went up to the 8 Newton meters, and then yeah, the base side metal quick release there instead of the plastic one. You know, I've tried to buy as much of this stuff on sale as possible. I got pretty lucky when I bought the wheelbase was before all of the price increase stuff, so I think all in it was the base, the wheel, the 2 pedals, the table clamp, because that's originally what I was gonna do, and it was shipped and taxed was under 600 bucks. I know that deal right now doesn't come with the table clamp, and I think it's over $600 before tax. It was on their website, I think they say it went up to $800, and then now it's to like $620 or something like that. So at that price, without the table clamp, to get started with I know they have a even cheaper wheel than this you can get it with. I'll probably throw it up on the screen here. I think it's like $550 or something less than that, maybe, before tax. And I think that one comes with the wheel clamp. It might not. I don't know if this originally came with the wheel clamp or if I added it after the fact. When I go on Fanatec's website to look at my orders, it doesn't really show me kind of it was all in the bundle. It just shows me what I individually have ordered, and kind of what my totals were. It doesn't show if it was part of the bundle or not. But yeah, the reason I went with the P1X Pro, the Tony Khan edition, is because for an extra $100, which was cheaper than buying the stuff, you got the monitor stand, the keyboard tray, and I believe it came with the mouse tray. I could be wrong. It might have come with that. It didn't come with the shifter tray or the shifter mount. I know that. I did buy that separate. And it also didn't come with the phone mount that's up there. Those are things that I've added. And then I also have the Tony Khan seat, just because it matched pretty well with it. Don't recommend the seat. It's very uncomfortable. It didn't really come with any of the proper mounting stuff to it. I got the rail slides with it, but as you can see, everything's kind of, I kind of just made it work. The slide functionality doesn't really work. I've got something coming later this week that will hopefully fix some of that, make the seat hopefully a little more comfortable. That way it's not flat. I don't really sit on the seat. My legs have zero support because it's just flat. There's no incline or anything to it. Hopefully that'll get changed later this week, with also hopefully the other cool stuff that I've got coming in that I want to make some videos on. Obviously with the keyboard tray, we got the typical, I think almost every sim racing thing I've seen has that keyboard, because it's nice to have the keyboard with the mouse little thing on it. Granted, I don't really use that because I've got the mouse tray. I just take the mouse from my computer over there, because it's all one computer that does everything, and move it over here, and I just use that keyboard, because my keyboard for my setup is not wireless. It is a wired setup. I've got the mic I can swivel over, that way I can talk. The headset, I've got it plugged in because the battery sucks on it, so I've got that so it can reach over here, which is pretty nice. And just this wheel, instead of doing like a Formula style wheel, because I do a lot of, as you can see on the screen, Forza, and I do enjoy just driving around in Forza now, especially now that I've got the shifter, which I've only had for a couple weeks now. A lot of fun. I go around, I'm a big Mustang guy. I go around in a Shelby GT350R and just kind of go through the gears. It's kind of fun to just kind of tool around on that. Once I get the Formula V3, then hopefully I'll have a little more fun playing Le Mans Ultimate. I'm not a big fan of iRacing and having to pay for literally everything, so I haven't really gotten into that too much. Me and my buddy were pretty well into playing Le Mans Ultimate. We both seem to like it. Granted, we don't have a whole lot of races into it. At least our rating shows that we don't have a whole lot of races into it, because obviously if you've ever played the game, when you're in the bronze tier, everybody kind of sucks, and there's lots of crashing involved, and it's not very much fun. But hopefully we'll keep at it. We'll get out of there, get into, I think silver is the next tier, and then hopefully get a lot more clean races, but time will tell on that. Like I said, the iPad is new. I had kind of a makeshift mount on that side that was double-sided sticky tape, didn't work very well. I found this company, I've got their sticker in the back of the rig here, Sim Sport Gadget. You've probably heard of them. They've got a lot of cool stuff. This super awesome little iPad mount that goes right onto the rig there, which is why I wanted it. Fast shipping. Seems like really good quality. I buy a lot of their 3D printed stuff because I don't have a 3D printer, so I've got like cable clips to kind of clean up all the wiring. I've got the mount that hooks the boost kit to the aluminum profile rig, just to try and have clean wiring. When you're looking at it from this side, you don't, outside of the bright white Apple cord sticking out there, you don't see a whole lot of wiring, which is kind of what I was going for. I mean, there obviously is some. You can see the display cable going to the computer. There's not a whole lot I can do about that, but you can't see the USB cord because I bought a long one, so it goes down and it goes behind all that stuff and then up onto my desk there. So I try to keep it clean, organized, not super messy, so I don't have, I'm not tripping over cables or anything like that. I've got cats that come in here and they always want to mess with stuff. I've got 2 little kids that are constantly messing with stuff, which is why I don't really organize that anymore. They come in and they kind of just play with all the stuff that's sitting back there. But yeah, I just want to do a short, quick video, just kind of going over my rig, kind of some of the things I picked, why I picked it. I guess I don't remember if I went into all of it. I wanted to pick a rig that I could keep for hopefully ever, which is why I spent a little more on that than I was planning to. I think all in with the rig, I was around $1,000, $1,050, somewhere in there. With the seat, I got a pretty good deal on the seat. The seat I got for like $75, so I'm not really mad that it sucks. I think now the seat's like on sale for $150, which is ridiculous. I would never pay $150 for this seat. It is not very good. Granted, Micro Center starting to carry some more, or at least local to me here, starting to carry more sim racing gear, which is nice. So it's a little easier to go pick stuff up. Like I picked the shifter up from there. They price matched when Fanatec had it on sale for $250 again, which is what it originally was before it went up to $300. Stuff like that. But yeah, if you have any questions or any tips on what I could do to make it better outside of some of the stuff I'm already changing, like with the seat, at least angle wise. If there's anything I should do better, I appreciate the feedback, because I am new to this and only know from like the videos I watched online from a couple of the guys, you know, Boosted Media, OC Racing, a couple guys like that. Some random guy that I was just flipping through YouTube and found the iPad video. So I've got my old iPad from 5 years ago, 10 years ago now. I don't even remember which one it is, hooked up to do all the button box, and I can do an extra screen. I'm more focused on using that as a button box, because one of the things I have is a screen coming that mounts directly to my base, which some of you guys have heard is from Sim-Lab, from China. So it's cheap. Figured I'd give it a shot for cheap than spending $400 on one and it being the same quality, especially from the YouTube video I found on that, which is also where the quick release I've got coming for this to get this to a metal one is coming from Sim-Lab. And then the seat stuff is coming from Track Racer. So that'll be here in the next couple of days. That stuff, it's shipped. It looks like it'll take up to 2 weeks, so we'll see. Hopefully I'll have that stuff sooner rather than later, and I'll be making some videos on it, and it'll be cool stuff. Other than that, thanks for watching. Peace.